We're going to start seated. We're going to be sitting down for the beginning. We'll be standing up for the end. I'll start at an angle. Wait, I don't have to keep turning my chair. I will anyway, though. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ron. This is Core Without the Floor. We're going to get started. We are going to get started. Let's start by warming up. Shoulder blades back. Find your neutral. Back of the head to the tailbone. Arms up on the sides. And breathe in as you bring them up. Exhale as you bring the arms down. You take that sweep up with the arms as high as you can go, as high as your shoulders will go right now. Exhale, bring them back down again. You want to get a little oxygen into the bloodstream. You want to get that air into the lungs. Get those shoulders loosened up a little bit, a little range of motion in there. So that when we get really crazy with the shoulders, we're ready for it. Again, deep breath in, exhale, bring it back down again. Little shoulder rolls here. Nothing big, nothing big. Just bring them around. Again, your body tells you what you will do right now. Respect it, listen to it, and around. Don't push it farther than it wants to go. And other way, small circles again. If you need to, just bend the elbows. That makes it just a little bit less stressful on the shoulders, with yet less lever length and those hands way out there. Keeping the shoulder blades back, chest out, looking right straight out in front of you. And shake that out. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a whole lot of this. So let's kind of work into this. We're going to do some crunches. So bring yourself back on the chair, maybe into the seat about midway up on the thigh. We're just going to take it back, shoulder blades back. Small move right here. We're starting easy. Just bring it back, tap the back of your back against the chair. Deep breath in and exhale as you come forward. Making sure that you're stabilizing the entire core. Here's what happens if you go too far out and you start getting uncomfortable is your chest will come down, shoulders forward, because you're trying to counterbalance this weight back. Make sure you're not doing that. You always want those shoulder blades back. And if you have to, hands out to the sides is a great way to keep the shoulder blades squeezed together and putting that back in neutral and come forward. So just get used to this with that really small movement right now. And what you can do is just walk the hips out a little bit as you start to warm up and go back a little farther and come to that point where the feet are going to come off the floor. Get them out as far as you can. Just bring those feet out, heels on the floor, and then come back. As soon as the feet start coming off the floor, you're done. Don't go any farther back than that. Just when you're right here, feet starting to come off the floor, but the heels are there, roll the shoulder blades back one more time. Exhale and come forward. And then just experiment, keep walking out just a little bit at a time. And now your back doesn't have to touch the back of the chair. That's not necessary. Right here, you're doing all the work. And coming forward again. So, ready? You've probably been doing it already. We can do a few more. As soon as you do that exhale, you're going to tighten up the core. You're going to feel those shoulders pull down as those lats pull the shoulder blades down, which is going to put you in a beautiful neutral position, and you're going to feel no tweaking on the lower part of the back. If you do anything in that lower part of the back up just a little bit, and then do it. So right here is all your modification is in that how far out you sit on the seat. Sit on the seat. A couple more times with these. Right here, breathe in, shoulder blades back, and exhale as you come forward. One more time with this. Back. Exhale. Coming forward. All right. Next. You're going to take and just walk the feet out, walk them back in again. So just like we do those leg raises, same thing, except walk them out just a little bit. Come out to the heels and walk back in again. Shoulder blades back. Palms of the hands against the seat of the chair so that you can really lean into it like a kickstand. Out and back in. Out and back in. All right. Now, take those out just a little bit, about halfway out there, and bring the knee up. Easy movement. You're still warming up those hip flexors. So bring it up and back out. Make sure you're keeping your shoulder blades back and chest out. This is all about making sure you don't get hurt right here, right now. Just as you warm the muscles up, don't try to make everything do everything at once. Just let those hip flexors get warmed up, bringing that leg up. Take care of your back with the arms. Brace yourself. Nice and slow, you bring it up, squeeze, and back out again. A couple more times. So you're not going real hard here, just enough. You're getting that exhale in there so you can feel that hip roll up or that pelvis roll forward. One more time, last one right here. In and back out again. Get your butt out to the edge of the chair. Really get the hands down. Get that kickstand going. With both legs extended, we're going to lift one at a time. And we're never going to bring both legs up at the same time. We will only do one at a time because you always want that braced leg on the floor. That's what's going to prevent you from leaning forward or twisting side to side. And that's usually where people get hurt on these exercises, is holding and trying not to hang on, and then they lean forward. So you want to get those shoulder blades back, stay in neutral, and whatever it takes. If you let go, that's fine. But if you can't hold it, use some sort of aid here to protect the back. Up and up, a little more, a little slower, a little higher. And down, nothing's moving but that hip joint. That's it. Knees bent a little bit, bringing that up and back down, up. One more time each side. There's one. There's the other right there. Got it? Okay, back down. All right, we're going to put the two together. So you're going to pick that foot up, tuck it in, and extend back out again. So heel raise, up, out, and down. Watch the lower back. Make sure that you've got those hands back there behind you, or you can hold on to the back of the chair and come forward. Whatever works for you to keep that lower back right where it is. No movement, no sensitivity back there. Up and out. Lift, tuck, in and down. Bring that knee in as much as you can and back out. Wherever that is for you. How far you can bring that knee in, your body's going to dictate that. And out. Don't let your brain tell the muscles what to do. Let the muscles kind of be there. If you're feeling any kind of pain whatsoever, you stop immediately. All right, we're going to do that crunch again. So back up in the chair, because we're going to not use the hands this time. So I want to make sure that we're warmed up before we do it. And it's just crunch as you bring the knee up. And back down. Alternate. And remember, anytime you tighten up these core muscles to do an ab exercise, you're bringing that chest out, not down. So what you don't want to do is let that chin come anywhere near the chest. And back. And if you're comfortable with it, if all's feeling good for you, you feel like you're in control of everything, you can take it back, bring the butt out just a little bit farther. And down, but make sure you can keep those shoulder blades back. Don't worry about the back of the chair. Your body's going to tell you when you need to stop, because the minute you get too far, your chest is going to come down. You are always in control. That's how you don't get hurt. By maintaining control. One more time. And back down. Scooch out just a little bit more. Scooch on the chair, one leg at a time. So I'm going to use my left leg. I'm going to keep the knee at 90 to brace, because I'm going to bring that knee in. And when I do, my body's going to want to twist. I'm going to put weight into that foot, into that side, just a little bit to brace me. So it's going to be knee in and tuck this time. And out. So now I've got a little more advanced with it. If that's too much for you, come back to where we were before with just bringing the knee up with that feet right underneath you. But if you can't extend one leg, and back. Core gets double duty here. Really working that lower back, working the abs at the same time. full exhale when you get to that crunch position. So right here where everything's contracted, just hold it, finish exhaling. And back out one more time. And out, bring it in, other side. Same thing. And back. So as you do that exhale at the very end, that hip should come up just a little bit more. That pelvis rolls forward. Chest comes out just that little bit more. And back. And out. One more. And you're there. That was fun. Let's stretch out a little bit. Hand on the outside of the leg. So opposite arm, opposite thigh. Roll the shoulder blades back. Small turn. So right now I can feel where my lower back is really tight from those exercises, from having to work so hard. Those muscles are still really contracted. So what I want to do is get that rotation in there. Try to stretch things out just a little bit. One more time each side. This time you can go a little deeper with it, a little more rotation. Don't overuse that hand. Let me get this way. You don't overuse this back hand to pull you around. The shoulder girdle stays in a straight line. You come around slowly. Take your time with it. Don't let the sits bones roll at all. Keep them right where they are. So you don't want to feel this hip shift. You don't want to see the knees go. It's just back shoulder does the rotation. You'll start feeling it getting into the lower back. That's where you stop. We're going to stretch out that lower back one more time. Bring the feet apart. Hands up. Going to go into a hip hinge. So shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Right straight down. Small move. And exhale and bring it back up again. You don't want gravity to just pull the whole torso down on this. You're always in control of these muscles. Knees stay out above the ankles. You go down where you can. And little by little, so right here, shoulder blades back. Exhale. Always exhale as you come back. You're tightening that core. You're bringing everything together, solidifying that center part of the torso, and then bringing it all back up instead of using one muscle at a time or one set of muscles at a time to bring you back up. That's where you get hurt. So just come down, keep the back straight. Maybe get a little deeper each time. But it's on that coming up part that you want to be really careful. Back down, shoulder blades back. Nothing moves but in the hip joint. And you can push through the feet as you come up if that gives you more stability. Really, you want to use the core muscles, but you also want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to prevent against hurting that lower back or any part of the back. All right, feet together, same thing, but just with a narrow stance this time. Coming down, you're going to feel a completely different stretch where you had the inner thighs before. You know, roll the shoulder blades back and come on down. And exhale, coming up. Just to the top right here. And back down again. And up. Anytime you're getting up, this is a really good way to do it. You don't have to put your hands on your chest, but that exhale, that part of it. And up, and up. Side bend. Hands down. Shoulder blades back. Chest out. And up over the top. Take your time. Take your time. Roll that shoulder up and over. And bring it back down. Ear stays on the inside of the upper arm so that you do not crunch that neck. Or tighten up, contract these bones on the side, those vertebrae on the side. Stay upright as much as you can. You shouldn't be below a diagonal. Up. And down. And back in again. Knees apart. We're going to put a couple things together here. So coming back into that crunch position, shoulder blades stay back, feet are apart, and then as you exhale, you're going to come up, keeping the shoulder blades back, and come down the middle. Hold there for a count, deep breath in, Exhale, bringing you all the way back. Hold. Again, inhale right here. When you exhale, feel those core muscles. You can blow air out your lungs and not feel anything. You want to feel these muscles engaged. You need to do that to make sure that you're using the muscles you should be. These are where we're trying to warm up, strengthen up, so that your body is always keeping itself in place, that torso is always stabilized. All right, arms out to the sides. A little more rotation this time. Just roll it around. Chin over chest. Keep the arms in a straight line as you do this. What you want to prevent against is one arm coming across and the other arm staying. Both arms turn. It's a propeller. Shoulder blades stay in a straight line. Make sure you get those shoulder blades back as you do. And bring it back to center, like that. One more time each side, around. See how much more rotation you have now than those first couple? So we just warm them up a little at a time. And back in. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to go down in that hip hinge, keeping the shoulder blades back, chest is out. So as you come down, it's right here, you stop, and then chin follows chest around, shoulder blades stay in a straight line. Here's your cue, those sits bones. If those knees turn, if you feel any movement at all, stop and come back again and re-engage, but make sure you're solid. Back is straight, and you've got a good solid base underneath you. Again, through those feet. Forward hip hinge, roll it. You don't have to go down very deep. We're just adding just a little more work into those obliques by getting into that hip hinge, also working the upper lower abs and the back. Remember, the back is part of your core. From the rib cage all the way down to the bottom of the pelvis. And bring it down. Here we go. We're going to put all of this together now. Arms out to the side, leg out, leg up, do a hip hinge and a rotation. Up and back. Felt my back kind of arch. Try to prevent against that. Other side, leg up. There we go. Hip hinge and in. Back to the other side. Up. So we're getting those lower abs. We're getting the hip flexors. We're getting the obliques as we make that rotation. Feel that chest come out at the same time. You're just working everything all through here on this one. Shoulder blades are back. Lower back is holding you in place. Leg up. And in one more time. Lift the leg. Rotate. Back in. Ooh, back down. All right, here we go. Arms up front. Shoulder blades back. So get yourself in neutral right here. First thing we're going to do is just nice and easy, rotate around. Keep the arms out front. Go as far as you can. So what I start to feel in that lower back is I start to feel that pull. I'm done. That's as far around as I'm going to go. Because I know the next thing is going to be straining the middle of the back. And all you want to feel is a little bit of stretch. So you've got the spine running here. You want to feel out to the side just a little bit. A little stretch there, but that's it. That's where you stop. One more time each side. Get a good feel for that. Knees don't move. You're good and stable. Shoulder blades stay in a straight line. Come back to center nice and slow. Re-engage here. Get those shoulder blades back again. Start over. And then and back in and down. Bring those arms out one more time. I just brought them down to shake them out just a little bit. We're going to do the same thing, except we're going to go into a hip hinge and now do that rotation to the side. Back up and up. So it's just a little bit of a hip hinge, not a lot. And then rotate the shoulders at a diagonal, down, up, and bring it up. Again, get yourself back in neutral. That lean with the rotation, if you have any chin to chest, any hunch in the back, As you start to rotate, that is going to put all kinds of stress on that spine. So you want to make sure it's in neutral. Hip hinge, keeping it in neutral, and then rotate just the shoulders. Keep the feet solid. Use them for a brace. Up and down and around. Full exhale when you get down there, back up. Last one. Forward hip hinge, rotate the shoulders, lean just a little bit. Don't let the shoulders come down, and back up again. Ooh, put the arms down. So there's something called the Russian twist, right? Shoulder blades back. This one you got to be careful with. This one's a lot safer in a chair. This one has a tendency to hurt the lower back on a lot of people because what they do is they roll the shoulders forward. Lean back just a little bit with the shoulder blades back. So arms are out in front, but if they follow the chest, they're going to have just a little bit of a raise in them. What you're going to do is come down on the side, just like you did before. And then back up again. So it's what we did before, but instead of that forward hip hinge, we're going back in that crunch position. And what you're going to feel is all the way along the outside of the back and then down those obliques on the side of the torso. Back up, roll your shoulder blades back. Always reset on this one, on all of them, but this one's really important. And up. Bicycles and Russian twists are the ones I see most people get hurt with. And up. When I say I see people get hurt with, that was me. Nobody told me how to do them. Around. And up. Last one. And back up. Ooh. Shake that out a little bit. Feet apart. Hands on the thighs. We're just going to stretch out a little bit here before we go to standing. And just bring it down. Feel the stretch all the way up that back chain. As you're coming down, make sure that you're letting the chest lead here. You're going to feel so much better of a stretch in the back. And then use the hands to get yourself back up again. We're stretching now. This isn't to strengthen up the lower back. This is just get a stretch through those muscles that we just spent all that time contracting. Keep the knees out. And back up here. We're good. We're halfway into this, a little past. Now we're going to take and standing up, finish out this class. But we got a lot left. When I say finish out, we're not just done. This is a 45-minute class. Whew. Now I was just thinking when we were doing that, and I talked about how I got hurt so often. It took until I became an instructor, till I worked with a PT, and that was the one who told me, keep the spine straight. It only does one thing. It's like such a simple concept when you think about it. And nobody tells you that. No wonder everybody gets hurt exercising. All right, like me, picking the foot up. Use the chair as much as you need it. This is trying to strengthen up the core, but do not lean on the chair. Do not use it as a crutch. It is an aid. Up and back down. Go slow. Bring the foot up. Whoa. Bring the foot up as much as you need to. So, and that's what we're doing here. We're getting the body ready, the brain ready to hold us in place. Make the core do the work. Hands there for balance if you need it, but make the core do as much as you can and back down. So it's just sitting on that single leg really is all you're looking to do. And back, standing and up. Hold and back down. The other thing you're looking for is that knee comes right up in alignment with the hip and the shoulder. Don't let it come across the front. This is what you want to train the muscles to do. You want to train the muscles to always be in neutral. And back down. One more time on this side. Up and back down. All right, so this time you're going to do it, but you're really going to concentrate on that crunch. So you bring the knee up and back down. Lightly hold or hover over the chair back, whatever you need to do. Bring that leg up. What you're looking for are these muscles, lower abs all the way down to the top of the thigh. and back down, taking your time. We're going to do 4 on one side, so you're going to crunch, and you're not going to go all the way down to the floor. Make this leg do the work. Make this leg hold you up. Core the whole time. Relax. Just hold as a pulse. And your knee is going to come up as high as your knee can come up. It's not going to be up here if that's not where you can get. Because here's the problem. If you start bringing it up too high, you start to do this to try to get it up higher. And it's really about just lifting to get these muscles to pull it up. And back down. 4 on the other side. Drop down, not all the way down. Control it. Little bend in that knee on the stationary leg. Foot's flat on the floor. And down one more time. Up. And back down. Check that out. Same thing. Start out light. Just pick that leg up in front of you. Nice and easy. Relaxed. You're not squeezing as hard as you can here. You're just picking it up. Roll it to the outside. Knee and toe. In alignment. Bring it back. And then we're going to stay on this side. If you need to, grab onto the back of the thigh. Because when you do that, what you can do is just kind of lean back into it, keeping the thigh up and keeping you in neutral at the same time. In and back down. Grab onto the pants. Towels are great for any of these classes. Get a towel underneath there and hold the leg up that way if you need to. And back again. And down. 2 more. Start to feel these muscles stretch. Inner thigh. And back down. 1 more time. Up. Muscles working on the outside of the hip. Pulling that leg out. In and back down. I'm going to the other side. You can too. Join me. All right. Knee, toe, hip, all out there. Straightforward. Up. Easy on this one. Get used to it first. Get those muscles warmed up. Stretch it out just a little bit. Especially the groin muscles. You want to be careful with those. Out. In and down. Holding that contracted position. Now you're starting to get the hips involved. Now you're getting that pelvis to roll up. Out and down. So now you should start to feel it where you didn't when you were doing this. And that shows you the difference between you making it happen and just going through the motions. For growth, you need to feel those muscles working. In and back down. And remember, as we age, growth means not losing that muscle density. Yeah, you're building it, but you're also preventing against the muscle just deteriorating as it naturally does as you get older. So it's growth, but it's growth to prevent loss. Out. All right, this time as you come out to the outside, lift the knee. Stop right there, bring it back in and down. Be really careful as you lift that knee not to turn the hips. It's so much easier because what you're doing is you're using these muscles that are stronger. We want to get into the side here, right in that diagonal, that 45-degree out from the front as we lift. Because those are not the strong muscles. And you're really going to feel this up and out. And now bring it up. And feel it on the outside of the hip, keeping that leg out, keeping the heel out so that you've got that alignment. And through the hip flexors. And a little more stretch through the groin. So you want to be careful with that part. Up. And back in. Tell you what, after my first groin pull, I was super careful from that point on. That is not something I wanted to go through again. All right, other side up. Out. Take it easy for this one. Just bring it up. And that right there, that's how most people do the exercises. Just up, out, bring it up, back and down. You can't feel it. You're not gaining. You're not breaking that muscle down. Up and here. Back, in, and down. 2 more. Up, out. Sure that knee's bent, hips are forward. So all that's happening is this, the leg is rotating within that hip socket. Hip is not going out with it. We want to work these muscles on the outside of the leg to lift and to pull out at the same time so we can get muscles we don't normally get. Hands up. Shoulders back, chest out, keeping those shoulder blades in a straight line. Feet forward, but a little wider than shoulder width apart. Chest out, and come down on the side. And if you take the time, and right now just come down on the side. We're doing a little more stretch here first. Warming up, concentrating on those shoulder girdles staying in a straight line as you come down, that you're still in alignment with the spine. And up, head stays up. And now you can start getting a little more energy into it, a little more exhale, adding intensity. Feel that shoulder blade pull down, feel these obliques tightening up, pulling you down just a little bit more. And it's half an inch makes a huge difference. You don't have to go way down. It's getting those muscles engaged. And you feel it with that little tiny oomph you get at the end. It's an oomph, like an oompa loompa. Down and up. One more time each side. And up. One more time down on the other side. And back up. This all goes together wonderfully. Smooth as silk. Arm up. So you're going to bring that leg out to the side. And remember, I always want to cue this as that don't do this. It's just, we do it all our lives of lifting that leg and then trying to touch the elbow to the knee. And it's not what you need to do. You bring that knee up, out to the side, crunch it there. Elbow comes right down the side and in, up with the shoulder, down with the leg. Up, out. Feel how engaged all those muscles are from the spine all the way around the side. And this is all core. Coming to the front as you lift that knee up. Up, out. In and down. Again, use the chair. Use the chair. We're trying to get those muscles strengthened. And that comes from being able to do the exercise as hard as you can, tightening up all those muscles. And the exhale is what does that. And bring it down. One more time. Up, out, and back. Other side. Set. Make sure that stationary leg, right straight down, foot flat on the floor, knee bent, and then bring that other leg up. Nice and slow. Take your time. Just get the feel for this, making sure you're coming down right on the side. Head stays up. Ron. And then in and down. Up, out, little tuck, and bring it back little by little. Give it a little more. And it's in getting all the air out of the lungs because that means you've tightened those muscles up as much as you possibly can in the core. And down. We got a couple more to do. Last one. Up. And down. Should feel that all the way. Top of the legs. Coming up and all the way around. You should feel all these muscles working from the medial glutes on the side here of the butt all the way to the front of the hip into the groin muscles. All right. Ready for next? Step away from the chair. It's one of those. We're going to step back going into a plank. So as I was looking at a video the other day and seeing fitness planks and they were doing it like this. And that's not a plank. That is not working the core, and planks are a core exercise. What you have to do is squeeze those glutes, bring the hip in so that the back stays straight. How far down you go, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it's bringing those hips in. Even if you're standing straight up and doing it, you're still working the core muscles, as well as the glutes, all the way through, just like that. We're going to take that back leg, step it back. Concentrate. Oh, don't lock the knee out on the front leg. If you were, well, I was. Shoulders back. Just lift that leg up. And back down again. So we're working here on the glute muscles to lift that leg. We get the medial glutes a lot, but we want these muscles, these lower glutes that go up into the, or go down to the thigh, go down to the hamstrings. We want to lift those up, a little bend in the knee. Whoa. And back down. Always concentrate on bringing those hips in. So what you're going to feel, a lot of work there in the lower part of the back, but good work, strengthening work, not strain. And back down. Tap the toe just barely. You should also be feeling this on the stationary leg, that stance leg, that one right there, the one that's on the floor, and back down. It's holding the hip. That gets the medials on the other side. All right, same thing on switching feet. Shoulders back, chest out, and lift. Again, start small. You don't have to bring it up real high. Just bring it up enough that you can feel those muscles working through the butt, all the way up to the lower back. Bring those shoulder blades back. So easy to do this. It is so easy. And easy is not what we're looking for. No easy button here. We're working it. And down one more time. And down, other side, going back. Take that foot back. This time as you lift, you're going to tuck and back out again. Shoulders are going to roll forward a little bit. And out, but the spine should stay pretty straight. And that's where the abdominals work. They lift, and the back works not letting you come forward, keeping that shoulder blade back as you do that tuck and back, keeping that curve in the lower part of the back. One more time. You know, an excellent way to do this is on a chair, is on a wall. It's just so good. It's so much, it's more stable by a long shot. You can get that knee in a little farther. You couldn't see it, but it's hands up against the wall. Push-ups, wall push-ups, they're so good for you. All right, shoulder blades back, let's go. So good. Out, shoulder blades back. And out. Your lean is really totally up to you. Whatever you can maintain, keep the shoulder blades back. If you get out here and you're really uncomfortable, that butt's going to go right straight up. Walk that foot in. Out. And if you keep doing that, when you get in here, you're going to feel that the hip's going to roll in. Readjust. Get the shoulder blades back. When you're right here, get the knee up and then push back out again. So put yourself into neutral right here because this is where you're going to lose it. Shoulders are going to want to roll down. One more time. Back down, back out. Ooh, felt that. So push-ups are the same way. You do that plank and you can start out standing right straight up. This is just such a good exercise. Keeping the shoulder blades back. This works the chest so well and the upper back. But you're also working the core, keeping that back straight as you do it. So as much as a push-up is a chest exercise, it's upper back, it's shoulders, and it's really core because you're doing a plank and you're holding that plank. And back up. This is much safer on a counter or against a wall because if your chair rolls out, all of a sudden you're doing a plank way more than you wanted to. Elbows out. If you're doing this, when you do it, elbows out at a 45. Don't go all the way out to the side. In is okay. If you keep the elbows in, you're going to work more of the triceps, but no more than a 45 out. And back up. Shoulder blades stay back through this whole thing. Glutes stay, okay, so glutes stay squeezed. You want that hip forward, not pushing out back. Really concentrating on those glutes to keep them tight. And this is where it becomes a core exercise. And back up like that. We're running out of time, but I want to do one more. Leg up and across, arm out. Repeaters. Foot out, diagonal, arm out, diagonal. Knee comes up. Remember, you're not rolling the hips. You're lifting the leg up, squeezing these hip flexors to lift the knee. A little bit on here to pull it across, but if you go too far, you're going to bring the hips. And out. Again, knee and elbow. Doesn't matter. You don't need to touch. You shouldn't actually, because the only way you're going to get down here is to roll the shoulders down. But you're already turning, so spine does one thing. We're rotating. The shoulder girdles coming around and out. Such good exercise because you're rolling the pelvis up, you're bringing the chest out, and you're getting the obliques with that rotation. One more time. And back out. Again, that diagonal, whatever's right for you. You don't have to get way out to the outside, arm out and bring it way across. Just small. You just want to bring that knee in and then lift. Shoulder girdle goes. So even though the hand's on the chair, you are still rolling that shoulder back. Concentrate on the spine, staying in neutral. Kind of see in your head that you don't want forward and around at the same time. And out. One more time. And back out. Arms down. Grab a drink of water. Sit down. We got 4 minutes left. We're going to use every second of it. Nobody gets out early. Well, unless you leave. Then you do. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, stretching. Because you want to stretch. Just think about it. You've contracted those muscles for the last 45 minutes. You've tightened them up. You've kept them tight the entire time. They're still contracted. You need to stretch them back out again. That lactic acid is built up inside of it. You want to get it out. So let's redo the deep breaths and come down nice and easy. Just for the stretch. And it feels good. It should. You should feel this lower back, outside of the hips and inner thighs, into the glutes a little bit, top of the butt, lower back, and just stay in there. So those muscles are nice and warm. They take stretching very well right now, and we want to take full advantage of having that. One more time down. And this time drop the arms, roll the shoulders. Chin doesn't go to chest. You roll the shoulders down and then underneath the chair. And especially rolling the shoulders down so you get the upper back as well. Again, let gravity do the work. Arms up, onto the thighs. Chest comes up. Push through the palm of the hands to bring you up with the spine in neutral. And there you are. All right, out to the sides. We're going to do a side bend. Arm up over the top. Excuse me. Right over to the side. Straight back. You will have a straight back. You don't go straight back. Your back is neutral. Neutral back. Feeling that stretch all the way up the side. Feeling it. Feelings. Out. Over. And other side. Use the hands. Use that flow. Use that weight to bring you up and over to the other side. And back. And over. And down. One more rotation. Hand on the outside of the thigh. Shoulder blades back. Exhale as you come around. Roll the shoulder blades back one more time. Ooh, there we go. Perfect. I heard it. The sound I look for. Roll the shoulder blades back. Go around. And back to the center. 15 seconds. Bring the arms up overhead. I told you, every second. Giving you your money's worth. Push the stomach out. Exhale as you bring the arms down. One more time. Up. Deep breath in, stomach out, and exhale. You actually got more than 45 minutes worth. You got overtime. Good job. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Have a great, great, great weekend. Oh, happy Halloween too, by the way. And I will see you next week. Thank you.